a very nice city in the Netherlands. I am in my favorite bar. It's called Buddy Dog. So to all people that lives in the Netherlands, in Utrecht, this is a really nice bar. It's very queer, very LGBTQ friendly, and I really like this bar. I don't live in Utrecht, by the way. I live in Hengelo, which is also a nice city, but I used to live in Utrecht for like, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years. I really like this bar. It just gives me really nice vibes, so everyone can be themselves. I feel that kind of vibe, kind of energy. And I'm here drinking Radler 00. So, oh, of course, no alcohol. I'm very boring, by the way. So this video is to this live is to tell you more in depth about how it is to live in the Netherlands without friends. I do have friends, but they don't live in the Netherlands. So first of all, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about why I moved to the Netherlands. I'm not gonna go into detail, but more or less, and why I've been around for quite some time. So there is some music right now because there's like a party next to, so people is talking really hard. But so I'm as I was saying, I moved to the Netherlands because well, I felt this country was better for me. When I came for a weekend to Amsterdam, I realized, oh, I really like the vibes here. I really like the tolerant vibe here. I'm not that British, polite. I used to live in the UK for quite a long time, and yeah, like 8 years or 10 years. I used to live in the UK, and it just wasn't really my vibe there. It's really nice, but the Netherlands fit better with my personality because I'm quite transparent. I say, well, if I like someone, I say to them, I like you. Will you like me? And in the UK, I felt that it was really like, yeah, not really the vibe I was used to, not like my personality. So yeah, so that's why I moved to the Netherlands. But yeah, I really wanted to talk about what it's like for me to live in the Netherlands without having physical friends here, because all my friends are in Italy, UK, Spain, but here I don't have friends, so I'm really lonely. No, I'm joking. So I really like here. I enjoy here. I go alone to bars, to restaurants. I don't care what people think about. And but it also has its negative side, which I'm gonna talk about more in this in the video, and I'm gonna tell you what you can do if you really find yourself in a country, living in a country where you don't have your physical friends, and you try to make friends, but it doesn't really work. So. So, coming back to the next point, well, I wrote some notes so that I don't lose track. Okay, so my experience trying to make local friends in the Netherlands, like how it is to try to make friends, Dutch people friends. So that's one thing, and in general is how it is to try to make friends. So with Dutch people, the thing is that it's very difficult to make friends with Dutch people because they already have their friends. They already grew up here, they have their families, and I kind of find that normal because well, if I would be in my country, it would be the same, although I would be open to my new friends. But most Dutch people, they think, in my experience, maybe it's not 100%, but in my experience, they just, for example, at work, when I've been working at office environments, they just focus on work. Then after 5 o'clock, forget about them. They don't want to meet with colleagues most of the time. I've never been invited from a Dutch colleague to his house, to her house, never. Well, probably, yeah, because they have partners, family, but yeah, it's not like you can make friends at work. Yeah. Yeah, or hiding. Yeah, so maybe you can relate to that because try to make friends in the Netherlands is really difficult, but I can understand as well that you grow up here, so you don't have maybe the time or the interest to make. So that's why I think that is one of the reasons why it's difficult to make friends in the Netherlands is because for me, yeah, it doesn't work. Maybe for some people, they've been. It depends on where you work, but where I have worked, all people are married, all people have babies, children, and already have their circle. So until now, in 7 years I've been living in the Netherlands, I haven't made any friends at all. Although I know many people, so like acquaintances, yeah, like you know them, but you're not like close to them. So, and the second reason is because when I've been living, when I in the weekend I've been going to events to dance. I have my hobbies like dancing, but that's also like you go and do your thing. You go and dance. And that's it. You're not gonna say, okay, let's meet next weekend for a coffee, or no. No one does that, and yeah, it's not like common. Then it maybe it's because they don't have the time, or maybe they just focus on the hobby. So I go to dance. For example. I go to social events, but it's just for that, like just having a beer, for example, at a social event. And that's it. So it's like, yeah, no, there hasn't been development. Friendship requires that you meet consistently, like once a month, maybe once every 2 months. You don't need to meet every week, but you need, is one person, I have been asking twice or 3 times to people, would you like to get coffee? And after a certain time, if they tell me, no, don't have time, sorry, I already am booked, then I say, okay, this person is not interested to be my friend. So then I move on, and I've been trying, and yeah, this is how it is. And yeah, I don't say like kind of negative, but sometimes it really gets lonely because I really would love to have someone, to have friends, like to say maybe a male or a female, I don't care. But yeah, it has to know. And lately, the last person I wanted to be friends with, we kind of have like a fling, or we like each other, but we didn't want the same thing. And then I said, I really enjoy with him. Alex, it was his name, and I really enjoy with Alex. So I said, why we just don't be friends afterwards? After we talk about. We initially wanted to have okay, I don't want to have a relationship immediately. I want to have something like casual, but really with consistency, like meeting once a week. And he didn't want to meet once a week, so I said, okay, this is not going to work, because then I'm going to be thinking, when I'm going to see him, I'm going to be like, after someone, and I didn't want that. But also later on, maybe I can enjoy with him, I can speak to him, and why not being friends? So I asked him to be friends, but he never replied. So yeah, so he was also Dutch, so probably because he already has his friends, his circle of friends. So yeah, what can one do? And moving on, so this, how does it feel? Is sometimes it feels weird, but what can I do? What can I do? You tell me. Maybe is there something you recommend me to do or not to do? But if someone doesn't want to be your friends, then you need to move on and just enjoy life. How it comes, right? So that's why I'm having a beer. on my own right now. But yeah, I know on my own because, for example, now there is many people next to me celebrating something. I don't know what it is. Maybe I think like a leather party or something like that. And they are next to me, so I don't feel alone because I am like next to them. But sometimes it's like, okay, sometimes when I get home, my cats cannot talk to me, and I'm thinking, okay, I like to speak with a human being, you know? Is something like maybe you experience as well, or no? I don't know. Maybe tell me in the comments if you ever feel like me, like you are at home alone with your cats or your dog, and you feel, yeah, I want to talk to someone. So yeah, so that's why I've been trying to make friends, even with someone that I like, but still I just saw them as friends and I asked to be friends. But yeah, if they don't reply, then I assume they don't want to be friends. So yeah, people here, I'm just getting more. Yeah, so this is the vibe that has this city is very friendly. So Utrecht is called. For the people that join later to the live, I am in Utrecht. Buddy Talk. I really like this bar. And people here, yeah, I'm just close to the river, and I really enjoy the vibe here. So I made the live here because it's like, yeah, more inspiring. So. What I do to not feel alone whilst in the island, well, during the week, what I do is I try to talk with a friend that lives in Mexico. We met, yeah, I would say the friendship that you met whilst you're at the university, they are the strongest. Because I met this woman, this lady, when I was at the university in Spain, and we've been friends since. Yeah, so I try to speak to her. Even sometimes, some weeks, she's really busy, I'm really busy. And yeah, but I try to speak to, so I try to speak with this friend from Mexico whenever she has time. And what else I do is I speak to my cats. Sorry, what did you say? Can you not hear me? Can you not hear me? If you cannot hear me, let me know, because then I will have to remake this video. Can you hear me or can you not hear me? So tell me, is all good or? Sorry about that. Is this some noise? Sorry. If you cannot hear me, let me know. So why I was saying is that I try to speak with this Mexican friend and also speak to my cats, like crazy lady. If you would be with a camera in my house, you literally will see that I'm speaking to my cats. Like I speak to my cats, like for example, I said to them, yeah, please help me with this, help me with that, and, you know, like a crazy lady. So you can speak to your pets. You can try to call a friend online if she or he has time. You can call them, you can text them, and you can also maybe volunteer. I'm not volunteering at the moment because I am on a life, yeah, trying to find a job, so I don't have time to volunteer. You can volunteer. I've been volunteering actually when I was in London. I volunteering a lot. Maybe that's why I didn't make friends, a lot of friends there, because I was volunteering the whole time when I was in London. I really like to help people, so I volunteer at a homeless house. So I recommend volunteering as well, and I also recommend to not feel alone. Do what you like, yeah, I don't know what you like, but I like dancing. I also became a Zumba instructor 3 weeks ago, and I really enjoyed that. I also gonna be launching a Zumba channel, so you know I try to keep myself busy, but sometimes I really feel sad, and when I feel sad and lonely, I just go to the couch and watch a movie and try to speak to this Mexican friend. But if she's not available, then what I do is to watch a movie or something, a comedy I like. So for people that lives in another country like me, I am curious to know what have you done to make friends. Tell me what have you done. Maybe I can learn from you. Nice that you can hear me. So, what have you done to make new friends? Maybe you have something done something that I haven't done. So anything you have been doing, please let me know in the comments because I'm really interested and I'm really genuinely curious. Maybe I will implement if I haven't done it, I will implement your advice or your tips because sometimes I really feel lonely, and that's why I love that you are here with me right now because it feels like I'm talking to someone. So I will be continuously trying to ask people to be friends. Like for example, what I will not do is to beg someone, to in Dutch is called smack. I will never beg someone to be my friend because it's this person, like I told you, this guy that we have it's kind of like a fling, something romantic. Is this guy didn't want to be my friend, or then I will not beg because friendship is not to be begged. We also have value. We can provide a lot. I am an amazing friend. I believe you are an amazing person. You have a good heart, and I'm sure if they don't want to be your friend, then they are missing out. So this is my 2 cents. I will be continuously trying to make friends in the Netherlands, and whenever I have more time, I will also maybe join volunteering. I will also go more to events or more to parties, or maybe in other cities, not only in my city, but I will also go, for example, to Groningen, which is a very nice city. Groningen, Amsterdam. Well, Amsterdam is a bit busy. Don't really like Amsterdam. I'm not a city girl, but maybe if there is a really nice event, I will make the effort. I will put myself there, and I will go to events in Amsterdam if they are really worth it. Then Utrecht is also my city, and whenever I have the time, I will be more. Maybe the frequency is also important because I've been going to events like once a month. So if you go to once a month, it's like when you try to find a job, right? You don't apply once a month, you apply like 5 times a day. So I've not been doing that. So that's my fault. So to make friends, you really need to put yourself there. So maybe I need to apply that to myself as well. And there is no more to say, but I'm curious to know what have you done to make friends. Is there any case that maybe you meet a friend in a very, very bizarre situation, weird situation? And also, one of my exes wanted to be my friend, but you also need to be careful because if this person is drains you, you are not in the same by energy. It's also not going to work. So basically, I asked him for help, and he canceled at the last minute. So I didn't like that. So when after 2 weeks, he told me I cannot come tomorrow, and suddenly canceled. I didn't reply. But after 2 weeks, he texted me again. So today, actually, he texted me again and said that he was trying to sleep more time. He has trouble with sleeping, and that he could only help me during the week, so not the weekends. And I actually did help in the weekends because sometimes I'm doing things in the weekend, I need help in the weekend. I don't have time during the week. So I didn't reply. So that's also saying that if someone wants to be your friend, but they are not on the same point as you are, or they cancel at the last minute, then it's not going to work. You need someone that at least follows their own word. Grahadam. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Dick, I think it's your name. Sorry, I read some name here, Dick. So I have shared it because I believe many people has moved to another country, and it's really hard. Sometimes I really get really sad, depressed, but that is also a result of my own choice of moving to another country. So I hope that my story helped you, but I also want to know how it's going for you, especially for people that are not for Dutch people, but I mean for people that maybe move to another country like Poland or Belgium, in any other country. How was for them? Maybe we share similarities, and maybe they also, it could be like a say, people that has made friends, because I'm here for 7 years in the Netherlands, they have been going much more out, and I kind of acknowledge that I haven't been going out that much, because first of all, I'm not a city girl, I'm more a nature girl. I love nature, so I've been going more to have walks in the nature and not to a club. So I've been going to the club like once a month. So yeah, you ask, okay, so then why do you think you don't have friends? Kind of like incoherent, right? But then yeah, now I'm thinking, okay, now that it's good weather, until September I'm gonna be going more out, because if I don't know it now, when it comes to the cold, like November, December, January, it's really cold, and I'm not a chicken. I cannot go to the cold. I feel like it's gonna be like work home, homework, work home, work home. Okay, fine, fun. Yeah. So I think in the winter time it's gonna be really difficult to make friends. So it's gonna be the same thing. So I'm gonna be telling you, I'm gonna make a video maybe, and I'm gonna come back to this topic. But yeah, probably it's just really hard. When it's winter, I'm like a chicken. I cannot with the winter because I'm Latina. Actually, I had to say I'm Latina, and we just cannot with the cold. We can't. It's to take out. So yeah, now the next is to read you guys what have you done to make friends, and what you do when you feel sad. Maybe you do something that makes you feel better, or you just embrace the sadness, because probably embracing the sadness is also fun. And if you maybe have a pet, it's even better, because also if I wouldn't have my cats, then yeah, it would be even worse. My cats really take me out of the sadness. Sometimes they make me angry because they open my fridge and they eat some of my food. And yeah, so my cats really help me. Maybe you have a dog, maybe you have a cat, and yeah, it also helps. So this is it. To summarize, my advice is, if you say to me the saying, I was okay, well, embrace the sadness when it comes. Continue trying to make friends. Ask people. You can be explicitly, like I was with this guy. I mentioned with this guy called Alex. I asked him, hey, I enjoy our conversation even though we cannot have something romantic. I don't have expectations anymore from you. But this person seemed like, this guy seemed like he didn't want to have me as a friend, which is also fine. And yeah, so continue trying with people, do not give up. Also go out yourself to places like me, have a beer, maybe someone approaches you, you can also approach people there if you feel like it, you don't have to. Yeah, just try to enjoy it as well, because that's what life for, right? Life is really short. So I'm gonna be ending the live right now, and I'm gonna be reading you guys with your advices for me. What do you think I've been doing that is not helping, or what do you think I should do more? Maybe you agree I had to go more out to events, I had to go more out to parties. I'm gonna be reading you all. Ben je al best lang geweest.